Hello, hello. One second. Just gotta bring up the YouTube stuff. I've made a lot of changes in the past 20 or so hours, I guess. I don't know. I was working on just design yesterday pretty much. I didn't really want to stream any of it because a lot of it was testing some stuff out and seeing how it actually like looked. Let's see here. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how everything turned out. Still a long ways to go. We gotta make the interaction system today, which is what I'm gonna be working on. My original goal was to make the UI just a bit cleaner, but I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna make the lobby like an actual map, and there will be like stations that you can interact with that bring up different UI elements. That's what we're going to be doing. Excuse me. Alright. I'm going to pull up the agenda, because I took notes on what I was going to be doing exactly. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I think I already made... Yeah, I already have an interaction interface. Initially, I was designing this way back in the beginning for equipment. But now we're gonna have to make actors that are interactable, that bring up UI elements, or they activate user interface stuff. So I think we'll probably make a base class for these tables, and then we'll make some child classes. Let's see here. Base UI tables, interactions. So right off the rip, we're going to get this connected with our interaction class. What did I name it? Interaction interface. Interfaces, interaction interface. And this needs us to override the base function interact. Okay. So interact should provide I could have it return an enum more than likely with the UI that we need to open up. Oh, there's so much construction going on in the background. I really hope you guys can't hear that. Yeah, I think interact is going to have a return value here. It's actually been a minute since I used interfaces. Let me check something real quick on if this other way is possible. Okay, yeah, I'm just gonna edit interface itself then, or interact. Fuck, maybe that actually won't work, because interact is also gonna be interact's also gonna be used with equipment, and we don't want those to return anything. Maybe I can make two separate separate interfaces. No, that's just bad practice. Oh, this is kind of tough. Another way I could do this is by passing in the player's state or player controller. And maybe that would actually work. Let me see what built-in functionality UE interface actually has here. Doesn't really have much at all. I'm just debating if it's better to just pass in the actual character or the controller. I think it's better to pass in the controller. Oh man, the one problem with that is there's going to be different player controllers depending on the map that they're on. So maybe I just don't pass in a specified player controller. I just pass in a default and allow the overridden function to cast it to the correct one. That probably will be the best way to do it. We'll see how it works. We'll try it out. Where the hell is my, here it is. It's called a main menu controller. I'll rename it later. So we're just going to cast this, and then we're going to use the functionality to open the correct menu. The way we can do that is, I already made a function on here. I think it's called switch UI? Or no, switch menu state. And then whatever UI is on or stored on the table, it'll just tell the player controller to open it up when you interact with the table. Now closing out of it, it's probably just going to be like the escape button. I don't know if we have to like have them really press like F again. I think this object has already done its job by this point, so there's no purpose in doing anything else here. Later on, we're actually going to make this a little bit more sophisticated because there's going to be animations and timings when we're opening stuff up, which will be really important. Oh shit. Yeah, I forgot my equipment also was using this. Yeah, way down the line, we're going to add in that equipment functionality. But it's basically just throwing a fit because it's not implemented yet. I don't think there's any other spot where I've used it. Oh. Oh, okay, base UI table. Got it. Alright. Some other things I actually forgot, just because I've done this so many times. We actually have to create the static meshes for this. I don't think we need a collision component. I'll make one anyways just in case, because we may use that to do the line trace. It's not U collision, it's U capsule component. Actually, for this, we're going to use box collision. It's not U box component, is it? Yeah, it is. Okay. we're going to create default subobject view box component, and we're just going to name this table collision comp. And we're going to grab our root component and set it equal to table collision component. Oh, I didn't do the include, that's why it's doing that. Components slash box component. Sweet. A lot of the settings we're actually just going to tweak in blueprints, so I'm not really too concerned about that. We're going to do the same thing here. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to create a custom object type and set these to be that object type. And we are going to attach this to our table collision components. Just like that. Alright, I'm going to create that custom collision or custom object right now, and we're just going to use that for our interactables. So if we go to collision here, or not collision, object. Yeah, here we go. We're going to create a new channel. We don't have to worry about like tracing through multiple things. Like if these objects overlapped each other, or like you had like multiple in a row that you'd have to do a line trace through, I would put this as an overlap. But since this is going to be like a fairly large object that you can just pretty much look at and use, I'm just gonna have it block it. This will be interactions. Just making sure I spelled it right. Okay. So, a good habit to do, because you set the name as interactions in the object channel, but in C++ it doesn't see it that way. So you can actually define the game trace channel that it's using with your own custom name, which is what I've done for these right here. And the way you can actually find out what trace channel your custom channel is linked to is typically by going into the default game INI, I believe, or it might be engine. Yeah, default engine. And it will label the trace channel, what its type is and everything, what the name is. So you just want to grab that. Alright, so let's set the object type. Set collision object type is going to be this here. It doesn't understand what that is because we did not include the file where we defined this custom name, which it should be this here. Maybe I got a scope to it. Yeah, there we go. The rest of the collision will probably just set in blueprints. I don't think there's any other setting that we need to mess with at this current moment. Okay. Just in case, I'm actually going to recompile here. We did change some pretty or we made some pretty big changes to this. So I'm gonna be safe and just recompile here. I'm also gonna set all this to private. Damn it, but these are not supposed to be user interface. This is for the try to make comments where I can. Sometimes it's really hard when you're just in the zone and going through the motions. Right. Okay. As of like right now, excuse me, I'm pretty much just using this like altar. So I want to make sure that this actually lines up here. Yeah, it's fine. Also want to check the collision too. You don't want this to block camera. Visibility is fine. All the rest of these are probably fine. Yeah, not too worried about that. Just so we have a reference to the size of this, I'm going to bring our character down here. I think going through this was like roughly the size that we wanted for it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just right click and replace these more than likely. Oof, that looks like it scaled it twice. Yeah, so I might have to change all these to 1 before I do it then. Then we can right click and replace. Get rid of that. Pretty much do the same thing up here. Okay. Now it's pretty much just assigning each table to a certain UI element that we want it to use. Let's see here. There's only 3 of them that I really care about. I actually have to change some of the enums or the states. But this one here is going to be for shit, I think I just edited the base one. I gotta change it down here instead. Unless I put edit defaults only. Alright, that's fine. I'll just make child blueprints. This one will be for invocations. This one will be for manifestations. Then we need one for equipment, marketplace, questing as well. Replace actor. Right now I'm just making sure it's opening up the correct menu. Okay. This table doesn't really do anything. Now, just thinking about this, when we launch into this lobby, we get spawned in, there's going to be a couple things that are different than a normal game mode. Like, you're not going to be able to fight and everything within the lobby. So there's a lot of things I have to think about when loading a character in. What do I have to disable? I may put something on the character's class itself that lets them know if they have access to certain abilities. Or I could make like a separate input mapping as well. That might actually be easier. Alright, so we're just going to override on possess then. We're going to edit what controls are given to the player. Also going to grab and bring this up here. Now, do I make a state for the character to block anything? So I just want to look at their begin play. To see what is happening when they're spawned. So when they're possessed by a new controller, it's going to see if the current player state is the invoker player state, and that's where a lot of this actually gets set. So we don't have to worry about that part of it. This part should definitely be moved in here. This is probably the most important thing. We don't want to give them spells in the lobby, and it looks like that's being gate kept by this, which is good. So I think we can just make a really simple state for the character and use that to regulate when they have access to abilities and if they can use them. Yeah, so we'll just make a new enum in here then. Let's see here. So we're gonna name this character state. See here. Call this one lobby. Where to put this? Probably down here. By default, I'm going to set this to be main menu. Make our setters and getters. So I already have a function here for seeing if the player can cast or not. I might be able to just add on to this. Oh my gosh. I always like to log this kind of stuff too, because there'll just be some random ass bug that will like come up and it'll be because of this. And I won't think about it at the time, but later on it would be super annoying to solve if I didn't have that. me see where this is actually being used. This might be from the old casting system that I made. Oh, so it looks like I have it set to basically asking when they're trying to fire. Not when they're trying to set their abilities. We actually want to do this before they can even set their abilities. Because technically they'll have no abilities even set. So they won't be allowed to do it anyways. But it will come back null. So maybe we actually just want to check it here then. So here we're basically just going to stop this from happening. Unless our character state is set to in-game. Okay. So here we are going to get a pointer to our character. And we're going to store it so we can use it later on. I think just for now I'm going to just log that this was successful. Okay. I just need to make sure that there's nothing going to crash the game as soon as we try and do this. Like this right here. We technically don't need this. Is it gonna hurt anything having it? Probably not. This though might actually be a problem. Yeah, this right here. If this got called, it would pretty much just crash our game. We're gonna check it here. Invoker character, get the character state. If it's not in-game, we'll return. Okay. So we'll set the defaults for this map now. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Let's see. Oh, it's base character. Alright, so I'm just gonna recompile. Make sure nothing crashes. Ah, here we go. Okay. What is this? Oh, it doesn't know what character state is. Now it should work. Really want to get this lobby done. As soon as we get this working, I can implement portals and stuff for game modes. And And then I can do the combat redesign. Okay. For now, I'm just going to put some spawn points here, just to make it a little bit easier. Now, is there anything I'm forgetting? I don't think so. Character, game state, player state. I think we're okay. Ah, damn. Okay, yeah, that's one thing I was forgetting. It opens up the menu immediately and goes to that camera. Get rid of that. Begin play, we are going to get rid of both of these. So show mouse cursor. Shit. That's pretty important. One other thing that I actually completely forgot to do was set up the line trace. Alright, so line trace by object type. Oh, we don't want to do a multi. The start will be pretty much right in front of our character. I actually have the parameters for this in my casting component, so I'm just going to grab it from there. Yeah, I mean, I'm just going to use this. There are a couple parameters we actually do need to set here before we do this. I'm actually going to make them edit anywhere so we can adjust them on the fly. We don't want to do it by channel, we want to do it by object type. And then if it has a blocking hit, we want to see if it actually uses the interface. Actually, this is a way better way to do this. So Interact's taking in a player controller. I don't think I set... Oh no, I do. Where do I set this though? Okay, it's not going to reach that function in the menu. I might just change it so Interact takes in a controller by default, not a player controller. And it'll do the casting itself. I know there were other places that were using this. I think equipment is the other. All right. So now we just need to create the actual input for this that triggers it. think that's the only thing we actually needed to do there. I'm gonna recompile and we'll see if it works. Oh, and if anybody watching the VOD or stream wants to know what this is, a really great trick for lighting is to use emissive objects with lumen. Mainly because there's something called light complexity, right? And this dramatically reduces the amount of light complexity there is when trying to light an area. This being really dark blue is like great. Whenever it's like red or like orange, it starts to get really bad and it kills your performance. If I were to get the same amount of lighting that I do right now, with just like point lights or rect lights or anything like that, my FPS would be completely shot trying to do it that way. So just using really simple emissive objects for like very light lighting, very soft lighting is a good trick to get around that. And it does not look bad at all. I mean, I'm able to maintain like 120 frames a second easily. And I mean, this scene has like a crazy amount of static meshes and Niagara effects going. Input, that's what I need to do. I don't think I already... Yeah, I don't think I have an interaction button set up here. I mean, I'm gonna put it as F, but I just want to see. Alright. Input action, IA, interaction. This will just be a bool. It's triggered by being pressed. Yes. Interaction, and we'll set the hotkey to F. Okay. That should be everything. We'll find out if it's not. Looks like I need to clear some of the landscape out or rebuild some of the data. I am going to do some logs here to make sure that this is actually going through. Okay. Oh, it's actually not being assigned. That is pretty weird. Oh, I never set the action to my character itself, did I? No, I didn't. Okay. Alright. That's fine. We're good. Jesus. Okay, it's working. Okay, for the most part, this is working. I just gotta change the background, but I'm not too worried about that. I just want to make sure that the menus are working. Okay. So right now I have it switching, like when you save and exit, it actually switches back to the main menu screen. And that was like before I decided to do this as like a lobby interaction system, but I'm gonna be changing it now. So it actually just closes out entirely. When that happens, I actually have to switch the input back to not focusing on the UI. Okay. In menu. Now when we interact with the tables, it actually should close out and not open up the other menus. Actually, no, I didn't set that yet in Blueprint. I gotta go to the widgets. This one here. Yeah. Okay. Close current state. I'm just double checking to make sure that these are actually closing correctly. The one thing I'm noticing is the focus is not getting set correctly when these are opening initially. We probably have to have something that actually blocks look from actually happening when we have a menu open. Yeah, we definitely do. Can pretty much just copy this actually. It's doing the same exact thing. Nice. Alright, gotta see if this actually works on the client now, and if it saves everything too. Looks like it. All right. I think the only thing left to do is get rid of the shitty backgrounds for the UI and then create the cinematics. And then after that we just update the starting lobby to this map. Oh, I moved the fucking widget somewhere else. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, this is probably just gonna get gutted completely. Going with like a multiplayer lobby system to where like you set all the game modes and everything inside the lobby itself with your team makes it so like the start menu really like realistically only has to be like a continue button. So that means I should move it to... should probably move it to here then. Map looks nice. Thank you. It's based off of like Nordic mythology a little bit. This is supposed to be Yggdrasil, I believe is how you pronounce it. The Tree of Life. But yeah, this is the lobby for all the players. So this is where you set like the game mode, your loadout, everything like that. You're digging it? Hey, thank you, man. I appreciate that. It's nowhere near complete. I have like the overall like aesthetic for it done, but I gotta set up the fine details and the loadout stations, which right now I just have like a concrete brick that I'm using to test out my UI stuff. If you have any questions about anything, by the way, feel free to ask. I am an open book. Right now I'm pretty much just rerouting everybody to either host or join a lobby initially. I just started learning Unreal Engine, did C++ in school, but I've been playing mostly with blueprints. I have some experience with 3D modeling. I'm struggling with vehicle physics right now. C++ looks intense. Oh, that's like good old chaos physics. Yeah, vehicles are really weird. It's been a while since I've really tinkered with them, but I believe last time I did, you had to add like weight or like some type of component to like the wheels, just to get it to like feel smooth. Back in Unreal Engine 4 it was a little bit easier, but ever since they updated the physics engine, it's been a little bit harder to get vehicles working correctly. Oh yeah? Every single month there is free assets that they give out. It's I think it's called like the free month collection or something like that on the Epic Games Marketplace. Always pick them up. Even if you're not going to use them, it's free stuff. So just like always go there at the beginning of every month and grab as much as you can. I have probably acquired like over 1,000 assets for like a variety of things, just by doing that. Oh, you found about, yeah. February 28th and March, nice. I have an absolute like metric shitload of Unreal Engine 5 and C++ resources. I can link you to the Discord where I basically put all of them, and I just answer questions for people in that if you're interested. But I have like a ton of bookmarks from all the documentation I've learned from. Alright, let me grab that real quick. Oh no, it doesn't look like my bot is responding to me. I'll just open up Discord instead. Yeah, I have like a resources for Unreal Engine 5 and resources for CPP section. Let's see, invite, copy, paste. Yeah, no problem. If you like, also if you have like any documentation of your own that you think would be useful, feel free to post it. We're all just trying to help each other out at the end of the day. This is what I need to do. Yeah, for the next like week or so, I'm probably just going to be doing HUD stuff. And then we're doing combat design. I know it looks like I'm just like aimlessly scrolling, but I'm like thinking about how I want to set this up. And unfortunately, this is how I think. Probably gonna have to create a separate player controller just for this. How long have I been developing? I've been learning C++ and Unreal Engine for probably a little over like a year and a half at this point. But I pretty much do it like almost every single day. This project alone, I've been developing for about 130 days so far. Something like that. And I don't think well no, I haven't missed a single day of working on it. I think we just need a default, because all this is going to be doing is just opening up a starting menu. I wish I could have the fortitude to not switch projects. Oh dude, you have not seen my projects folder. I've made horror games, I've made RTS games, I've made like shooter games, stuff like that. And a lot of them I just like, I get so bored halfway through developing that I'm just like, ugh. But like this one, I guess is like more so like a passion project, so I'm able to do it for a lot longer, I guess. It's a lot of fun, in my opinion. Why am I doing get player controller? Passion projects make getting out of bed worth it for sure. Hey, yeah, you're not wrong. It's I spend like almost like all night just like thinking about what to add. Or like what would be like fun to me. You're not really going off of like a script from like a boss or something. I think I actually have the level called main menu, because originally it was just going to be a menu, but I was like, oh, lobby would be a lot cooler. So when when the host button or start button is clicked, it takes them to that map with everybody, and then from that point on, they set the game mode and everything and launch it. Looks good to me. That being said, I gotta redo this. Whoops. Just gonna swap around the names. And kick those to the curb. These other ones are also going to be gone because, again, all this stuff is being moved over to the lobby. Maybe not options. Okay. I'm gonna rename this whole map actually. And hopefully not crash my game. Ah, man. Yeah, that's probably okay. Probably have to get off the map itself. Graph is linked to object static mesh. Ah, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change that. Fuck, there was a certain way you did that too. I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna use my best friend Google for this. Because I had to do this before when I was doing renames. Never be afraid to Google. Holy shit, it has saved my ass so many times. But you also got to be like able to filter out like bullshit, because some people like they're so confident about what answer they give, but it's just like such hurtful information. You'll see a lot of people, for instance, like give advice of like using widget components and stuff, but they are really expensive to run on a lot of characters. So for like health bars and stuff, you really want to avoid doing that. I wonder if it's something with nanite itself. Do I have to rebuild it? Not world settings. Time to delete the project and start over. Dude, oh man, there have been times where I've corrupted my project before, and that is the worst feeling. Oh, okay. I think that did it. I just had to rebuild the data, and it saved. Nice. That actually wasn't that bad. Glad that fixed it. Yeah. If that didn't fix it, I would be like, okay, what else does it want me to do to my landscape to recognize that we did a name change? Right now, I'm actually going to create the real menu. Huh. Okay, there we go. Typically, I would name this main menu, but since there's a possibility that previous data is still linked to the map that we just changed, I'm going to change the naming of it entirely so we don't run into any problems down the road. If I opened up my INI file for my game right now, you would just see so many redirects of like name changes and like folders that I've moved. I don't think it's saved here. Also gotta add in the new map we just made. Yeah, it's a fucking list. Alright, this map is just going to do one thing and one thing only. Shit. I'm actually gonna have to copy this and make a different one. This one will be called main menu. What do you mean there's an asset named that? I just changed it. Oh, I'm not staying away from a naming convention. Alright, fuck it. I'm not gonna do that for now. There's just gonna be a 1 at the end of it. Kick this shit to the curb. Maybe we should just put like a default pawn or something in. BP lobby controller. Yeah, that's fine. Did you start with the tutorial, like your first game type thing, or how did you get started? Oh, yeah, I can show you. There have been... How's Dustin the keyboard coming along? It's coming along pretty well. How you doing, Seka? What I used to get started was this one course on Udemy, actually. I can bring it up here. But there's this like really great C++ Unreal Engine course by a guy named Steven. I've actually gone through like 3 of his courses. And every single one's been like really great. My biggest complaint is here's a link to it. My biggest complaint is when you're like watching his stuff, you have to watch it at like 2x speed, because if you don't, he just talks like so slow that you pretty much go insane. Like this course would have easily taken me so much time. It's actually weird listening to him when you're not watching him at like 2x speed. It's actually really uncomfortable. I'm doing well, about to wrap up my workday. Yeah, it has been a day and a half for me, bud. I'm about to wrap up as soon as I get done with all this menu stuff. I also made a new map. It's actually gonna be the lobby for like everybody, so I could show you that. Don't mind this, it's just for lighting effects. It's a very cheap way to light a scene with soft lighting without compromising performance. Yeah, so this is going to be the lobby where you queue up with people, or like a team. And there will be stations and like equipment and all that shit around the map. Or loadout stations, I guess. That's what I would call them. Where you pick your class and attributes, equipment, all that shit. It's called the Sanctuary. Oh, hold up. I'm gonna put a cozy little fire down for it too. I think one of these asset packs actually had fire in it. Look at that. Make sure that's centered so I don't go crazy. Now, isn't that just cozy? Oh fuck, that's what? Ooh. Okay, that wasn't that. That was just the floor. We're good. Yeah, this is from the Medieval Dungeon Pack, which is also free. Definitely pick it up. A lot of great assets in that. I am a terrible visual effects artist, so I could never make something this great. But essentially, like, the sanctuary is like where the tree of life is, and you can see its roots spreading through all of the surrounding mountains and lands. Pretty much like a symbolic thing of like it's connected to the world. Or some shit, I don't fucking know. I just thought it looked cool. Are you not a visual effects artist if you mesh together other... I don't want to give myself that title just because I don't. I just played like a shitload of like Halo 3 and Halo Reach, like Forge mode. And I just loved map building on that shit. So I think like that's where part of it comes from. But I'm not a visual effect artist by any means. It's just a lot of fun to build this shit. Damn it, I was in the middle of something. What the hell was it? Setting the starting map, I believe. That's my transition map. Where is my initial menu? Here you are. BP lobby controller. We don't want that. We want a main menu controller. Oh no, wait. I changed the name of it to lobby controller, so yeah, actually we do want that. When we click play, do my buttons come up? They don't. What the fuck? What? Lobby player controller. When the fuck did I name it that? I gotta take a day and just really go through my naming convention shit. Alright, cool. Let me click host. Uh-huh. BP initial menu controller. C1 is not a local player controller. Interesting. Let's try this again. Only local player controllers can be assigned to widgets. Do I really have to use like a get? That like makes no sense though. Because it's getting it. No, whatever. I don't care. There's only certain times I use blueprints. Try this again. Fuck. There's no way the cast is failing. Have I just been staring at a screen all day and have finally reached my breaking point? It's very possible. I'm just gonna recompile real fast. One thing I really want to do with this lobby system is when other players join your lobby, or when you first start it up, you're going to be on like a cliff, like really fucking high up, and you have to jump off the cliff, and you're going to land on the platform right next to the actual sanctuary part. But I want to make it like as realistic as possible, so like you're actually going to have to control the player and do the jump. It's not going to be like a cinematic thing. There are like certain games when you fall, you feel like something in like the pit of your stomach as you're falling, and I want to like give people like that same feeling initially. At least like the first time they load in. I may or may not be evil. Oh, fuck. I usually crack my knuckles all the time, but that hurt. Felt like I just broke my damn hand. That put me out of business. Initial menu, boom. Play button, bang. Okay. Host button, break. Sweet. Why the fuck is it not working? It's definitely something really dumb, and 10,000% my fault. But we're gonna figure it out. So I'm gonna take this shit and head over to our blueprint for our map. I did spell the name of this correct, yeah? Okay. What in the shit? Excuse my language. Excuse me. Alright, I'm just logging everything. I gotta see what's breaking. We don't give a fuck about that or that. Care about this though. It's like the buttons like aren't even registering that they are getting clicked, which is not cool. Okay. They're linked. I see it right here. What the fuck? Menu controller setter. Uh-huh. There's some fuckery going on. Alright. One-click host button to print when you get clicked. Maybe I just have a corrupt blueprint. Let's print host. When I find out what it is, I'm just gonna slap myself in the face. As per usual. Motherfucker, it's not registering the click. Alright. My blueprint's being a whore. It is set to visible, so it is taking clicks. This is crazy. Wait, it worked. The fuck? Okay. Why though? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, so the image was actually misleading us very badly. The button size actually was like really, really, really fucking small. And it was like sitting in like the top left corner. So I just went in and changed it so it expands across the entire image itself. And now it works. The only reason I noticed that is because when I clicked, the color and the image of the button changed, which shouldn't happen. So I'm going to fix that. Yeah, on pressed it changed to something else. Draw as image. I think our hover color actually needs to change to something else. Probably going to use just a very like off black color. Let's copy that, paste it. Click host. It'll load in to the lobby with all the players. And bam. Now I just have to set up the UI tables. I think the game mode one is probably going to be over here. And when you click on it, it brings up the team menu so you can select your team and everything, or like pick the match or the game mode. And then to start the game, I'll figure something out for that. I haven't really thought that far ahead. Also, see how the particles just like disappear on the right? Gotta go back into my Niagara component and fix that. Wrong lobby. Just have to go in here and change the bounds. If you can, for every Niagara component that you make, try to set it to GPU bound instead of CPU. Like your GPU can run like 1,000 times the amount of particles that your CPU can. So it'll save you a ton of performance. I actually don't know what HUD elements I would want to use for something like this. Because, like, the character doesn't need to know, like, what their health is or anything. Maybe, like, I'll have, like, loadout stats and shit. Like, what classes you currently have. Equipped to your character and what your attributes are. I don't know. Gonna have to design that and figure it out. Because it just feels like way too bare. I mean, you're able to, like, access all your shit here. Oof, I gotta redo the stairs. That did not look good. Yeah, but I think in total this map took about probably like 8 hours maybe? Something like that. Initially when I made it, I was going to add like a secret door that led to that led to a little like boxing ring, and when you walked in your character was going to put his hands up, and I was just going to assign temporary controls to characters that walked into the boxing ring, like left and right click, so they could just like swing fists at each other. But I was like, what am I doing? Why am I focusing on that stupid shit? But at some point I'm probably going to do that, because it won't be that hard to make that. But I think that would be hilarious. Alright, let's make the multiplayer menu. I'll just put it here for now. Okay, yeah, that's fine. I don't think the multiplayer menu that I have created has like any background images or anything. I think it's like really plain. I want to see if it actually would work with this. Team selection widget. Yeah, it has no background. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna test that out actually. So it should open up the game modes panel, and then I should be able to select my team. Or it's gonna crash. 416. The fuck? Oh. Always have safeguards. Thinking about this, right? I think I might have players spawn into the lobby with the player state that they're going to be using when they actually get into a match. Because I can store a lot of data on that player state and then use seamless travel to bring everything over. Whenever you're doing like multiplayer server travel, seamless travel is your best friend. Because you can save a ton of data. Crossing worlds. What happened? Blah blah blah. Multiplayer sessions, Unreal. Oh. It's because I had the crash log up. Tomorrow's gonna be day 130. Jesus Christ. It literally feels like last week that I started the project. And I think I'm gonna make like a video showcasing the first build that I ever had making this game. And if you guys saw that shit, it looks trash. It looks really, really bad. My first like spell casting system that I created for this game required the player to enter like basically it felt like you were just entering a combination for a padlock, because the spell system wasn't a radial wheel like it is now. You would actually have to enter like a combination of keys to like conjure a spell and then left click to cast it. Dude, it was fucking, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna make this work, it's gonna be fun. And then like I created the fucking thing, I couldn't remember half of the spell combinations. So I was like, if I can't remember it, yeah, exactly. I was saying like, if I can't remember it, how the fuck am I supposed to expect players to remember this? So I made a copium spellbook, that like showed like what combinations created like what spells, kind of like the game Magica, I think it was, that had like a similar thing. And just like looking down at that while trying to like cast and conjure, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna scrap it, I'm gonna go with a different design. This is just like not intuitive, it feels so clunky. Setting up combos for spells just feels so bad. So I pivoted. And that was like a major mechanic, and there were so many things tied to it. But it had to be done before I got way too involved with other things. I'll showcase the build sometime. They're really they're really different. Where is my... Okay. Alright, we're going to turn seamless travel on for this one actually, because we do need our player states to maintain their data or copy properties over. Did my shit crash? No. Okay. Nice. Alright, I'm gonna go, cause my engine to crash again by interacting with that table for the game modes. Bang. Oh no, okay, we're good. Fuck, wait. Oh, it's not gonna work because I don't have player state set up for it. Damn it. Alright, hold on. Let's go here. Let's go there. I feel like this is gonna cause a lot of complications. I might have to create like a state system to maintain some of this shit. Just with the variety of stuff we're gonna have going on. Let me just hide this. Go to my world settings. This is where we want the player state to be a thing. Go back to my menu, start this up again, host a lobby. Okay, now it's hosting. Yeah, all of this is also set up through the, fuck me, the Steam online subsystem. Alright, what unprotected variable do I have? That is line 12 something. 1219. Add character abilities, of course. Damn it, I know why it's doing this. Technically, this isn't really unprotected. I just have to add my game instance to that game mode class. I'm actually storing all of the character spells on the game instance. And I did that because the first iteration of the system needed to maintain data through the menus because you like pick your class and everything. And it would just transfer it to the player state, and then from the player state, it would copy it over to the character when you load it into the game. So it was kind of like a handshake system. But I don't know if I need that now if I'm just doing it inside the lobbies. Alright, before you do that stuff, damn, same thing. Yeah, 1219. What is this? Array index out of bounds, 27 from array size is 0. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so it's not character state. I think I named it like invoker character state. Yeah, so if it's not in game, it's not going to do this. Alright, this is going to compile. While it's compiling, I'm going to go fill my water up real quick, and I will be right back. Where is my mute button? There it is. All right. Let's see what we got. Fuck, what change did I make? Oh, character state, that's right. Console variables, make sure that we enable seamless travel in the editor. Start this up. Click on host lobby before my client portal opens. Great. Okay, cool. Didn't crash though. We're good. Nice. Okay. So far, so good. Now we are going to go to this table, assign our team. Fuck. Did not update. That's because I think I made an entirely different controller for this. That I did. Hmm. Oh boy. Alright. Gotta reorganize this. Technically, I can bring all of this over. Wow, I gotta reorganize like so many functions. Jesus Christ. I'm actually like going so back and forth on some of my decisions. Well, I mean in the past like day or two. Designing this lobby that I think I just need to settle down and get reorganized here. Yeah, all this functionality should be in our current controller. But I think it would probably make more sense to have all of this inside the lobby player controller, because technically they're in the lobby at this point. So naming convention wise, it makes more sense to do it that way. So I just say fuck it and do it. Yeah, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. And then we're gonna use my best friend, find and replace. Cool. Then we go to this. I do not have any double includes, right? No. Okay, we're good. Yeah, we're just going to get a bunch of red flags on these implementations, but that's just how Unreal Engine RPCs look in C++, unfortunately. Okay, that should be it. So I'm going to recompile and just swap over the class, and all should be well. Let me just make sure that I'm not missing anything. Nope, should be good. Yeah, I think we're just going to scrap the or repurpose the main menu controller. I feel like 30% of my day is spent compiling. But that's because live coding will absolutely tarnish your blueprints if you change variables. I don't know if you guys have run into the missing case of your ghost components, but that is an absolute pain in the ass when you do a live code like hot reload and your components just disappear. Wrong map. So this is going to be the lobby player controller. I don't know why I made another controller just called lobby controller. I don't even think there's anything in here. Oh no, I have all the default settings for this. Which thank God, because I actually wouldn't have set these. Okay. I didn't turn on server or seamless travel. Shit. Alright, so in theory, going up to our game mode UI table, should be able to open this up and assign a team. Or not. Real quick, I'm just gonna try this on the server. Shit, what happened? Interact's being called. It is a hit as well. So that means something in this controller isn't set correctly. I'm assuming it's this lobby menu thing. Lobby widget class and multiplayer menu class. I have two references, or 2 pointers to that. That should not be allowed. What I actually should have tried was testing to see if the other tables worked before I closed out of that. I know that like my line tracing is working. Damn, okay. Oh, it's because I'm casting to the wrong fucking class. It just hit me. Yeah, main menu controller. That is not the one we're using. All should work. All should work now. Also gonna do myself a solid. And while we're testing, damn it, okay, what happened? Delegate instance, invoker game state, 136. What do we got? Huh. Building shaders. I may have forgot to set my game state on the game mode. But this is why we do this testing. It's to find these problems and fix them before we do playtesting. Let's go to my map. Game state is set. This is also set. It might be something on the game mode then. Yeah, it looks like it. What do we have in our C++? Lobby game mode. A bunch of shit. Okay. So with that being said, we actually might have to use this instead of this game mode. I think that should be okay. I think the only difference is we're just spawning with our character. Crash. Delegate instance not set. It's like the really simple things that can prevent crashing. I actually just thought of something. I wonder if it's considering, or if it's grabbing the character that I manually placed into the level. I'm gonna look and see. Is this delegate right here? And delete this thing. Nope, something else. Alright, I'm gonna have to run this in debug mode then. Lobby player controller, line 111. Oh. What we should be checking is the UI state. Yeah, if they don't have this open, then we don't want it to update. It's only when they open it that this is actually gonna get called. Forgot that I put this check here when I first made this. It's been such a long time since I've had to go in here and actually change anything. Oh, it's because I still had the crash log up. There we go. Alright, now we should be able to start the match from this point now. It shouldn't crash on that that lobby widget thing. We're so close to getting this to work. Jesus. Transitioning like everything over from the current widget setup that we had before, I guess the one that we had like 2 days ago, to this new one, was definitely a massive change. But it'll be worth it in the long run. Let's get our giant light bubble out of the way. Okay, nothing I need to change here. All should be good. We should be able to start this up now. Let's go over to our makeshift lobby table. Let's check our logs. I just noticed that yeah, as soon as that happened, we want to be using these actually. I promise I know how to spell. Okay. Well, this is gonna get canned. Along with those two. Alright. That should pretty much solve all the crashing. I was trying to update the wrong widget. Oh, this class is also gonna get pretty much deleted, so honestly. I'm just gonna put it into hibernation for now. Come on. Whoa, what do we got? Create multiplayer widget. Oh, I didn't delete the goddamn classes for him. Bang. As soon as this works, we can finally call it a day. This is the last piece of the puzzle. And I think it should work at this point. There's no other problems that were on the list. Oh god, I'm so hungry. Please work. Fuck, wait, I clicked the wrong thing. Go to the lobby. Yep. Okay, start. Whoa, what the fuck? Oh, yeah. These can pretty much get canned. pass to lobby player controller. There we go. There's one more too. This one. Okay. We need seamless travel. That would have been really important to miss that. It looks like it's not creating this menu. Oh shit, wait, no, it's this, actually. Yeah, we changed the enum. There we go, lobby menu. Okay, almost. Switch menu defaulted. This is the one that should have been passed in. Huh. Man. So close to getting this working. Yeah, so the other tables work. I guess I have to like completely recompile. Oh, for the love of God, let this work. Okay. Damn. What is it? It's not gonna tell me in the logs here, is it? Oh, okay. Win lobby widgets, player controller, 480. Oh, fuck. Okay, that's what it is. Damn. Okay. Sorry, just reading some messages. Oh, goddamn you, work, please. It's almost at that point. I can feel it. Window, console variable. Seamless travel enabled. Maps. Sanctuary. Start it up. There we go. The only thing I need to do now is have the character state get replicated. Beyond that, everything works. Well, I need to rebuild the data on the landscape on this map, but beyond that, yeah. Everything's working as intended. With that being said, I am probably going to call it. And I'll be back early tomorrow, hopefully. I say early, but we'll see. Hopefully around like 11 or 12 Eastern. That being said, you all have a great night and take care.